because I just feel like this generation is lawless, to say the very least. Y'all want to be friends with y'all exes whole time. You just want to.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We didn't expect it to go this far. She's a little passionate.
She got in somebody's neck. She absolutely got in somebody's business just now. Hey, yo, brother, sister.
Welcome back, you guys. I'm Cindy.
I'm Geraldine.
I'm Ayonna.
And we are the
Simple Tense Podcast.
You already know where we're going with this. Same drill every single week. Do us a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If
Yeah.
you're an audio listener, hey. Do us a favor, give us a 5-star review or just give us a good review. Nothing crazy. Don't be mean. We're sensitive and we would greatly appreciate it because this helps us reach more people.
Mm-hmm.
So what we on today?
Are you good at goodbyes?
Dum. Okay.
I don't know. Okay, we got a couple simple little starters. But first, how do y'all say bye? So, like, for example, my brother will not say bye. He'll only say see you later because he's very serious about that. So some people do like that. Or just even in a silly way, like, do you twiddle your little fingers? Do you dap people up like a man? I'm just kidding. It could be a girl, too. And, you know, are you strict on hugs when you're leaving? Or it's just like a, all right, y'all. How do y'all say bye?
Depending on the relationship, like acquaintances, I'll give him a little hug or I'll do like,
Excuse me.
I wave like
clappers.
this. It's really bad. Yeah. Or like with family, I definitely have to hug them. Like my grandma, every time I go back to see her back at home, like it takes me about like 20 minutes to say goodbye to her.
No, literally.
And then like whenever I try to leave, she'll be like, I'm gonna miss you. And it makes me so sad. So like I'll go hug her, I'm gonna kiss her all over her face and everything. I'm like, okay, goodbye, love you. And I'll go back and do it again.
Yeah.
And for my parents, it's a hug. Yeah, a firm hug and just saying that I love you and everything. If it's someone that I really love, I try to make it last as long as possible because you truly never know.
Yeah,
so
seriously.
Like, I want to like leave knowing like, hey, at least like, I said goodbye to them as long as possible.
Yeah.
So yeah,
For me, it's situational too, and it also depends on the person and like where I'm at. For sure, it's like a bye is
that's what I was thinking.
Like a bye, I love that because it's fun.
Yeah.
With my mom, like me saying bye is always a joke because it's I'm annoying to her. So like not that my mom finds me annoying, but I like to annoy her.
LOL.
And I'm a hugger. For sure, if we're getting off the phone, I'm telling you I love you. Like, we're going to throw that I in there. Sometimes it's like, love ya, love you. But for sure, and I love you of some variation. The closer we are, I think the less affectionate my goodbyes are. It's so funny. Because I think it's just jokey. And I also don't feel like I want to have to say goodbye to the people that I love. So maybe I try to make it less of a thing.
That's fair.
Like,
LOL.
like, see you kind of vibe. But yeah, what about
fair. You? It depends. But even if it's my mama, like they just saw me on the phone, I'm like deuces. Love ya. But that's my dog. So it just depends. Same thing. Like I like hugs, but it's again it depends on who it is. Some buys make you sadder than others. Exactly. Like literally Cindy's bar for bar. Like when it's my grandma, I'm going to still tear up. And it's like, dang, you big now. But I still feel the same way leaving grandma's house. Like, same thing. But yeah, I try to do see you laters, love yous at the end. Yeah, like literally same thing that they're saying.
Okay, so do you think like it's different now from when you were a child?
Oh, if I'm good at goodbyes or how it goes. When I was younger, I would cry every single time I left my grandma's house. And since split households, like if I'm leaving my brother's, I'm going to cry. What other examples? Even graduating from 4th grade, but that was my favorite teacher. Cried. Like I was really, really, really bad at goodbyes. Now I'm mediocre bad because I'm a grown person, so I can't just be snot crying every time I leave the airport or something. But I'm still really bad. Like I just be sick about it. Yeah, I don't know. I think some people are solid as a rock. I'm not. I'm still pretty bad at goodbyes. What about you guys?
I think as a kid too. I remember when I used to leave Nicaragua, so my mom would send me like 3 months at a time in the summer. Like literally, I would end school. There was a flight and a bag being packed that night because I was leaving the next night. So I would be there 3 months at a time. And I remember saying bye to my mom. I guess the older I got, the harder it was. So when I was younger, I was like, bye mom, I'm gonna go spend the summer. I'd be so excited. I was like, see you later, alligator. But then leaving my grandparents' house, you know, after you get to be a kid and just explore, do all the things, I used to cry every time, and I didn't want to come back home. But I can see, like, as I got older and I like wanted to spend more time I wanted to spend my summer with my friends here, then leaving home was a little bit harder. But also, like, leaving there was hard.
Yeah, it's just not easy both sides, both ways.
It was less exciting for me to get away.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, I wanted to be here and I also wanted to be there. But I also remember, like, when I moved from cities to cities, that was hard too, because it's like I was picking up my whole life.
Yes.
That's 50-50. Yeah, I say so. I guess I was less better at it as a kid.
Because I used to spend summer with my mom. So I would have to leave, like, my grandparents' house. And I remember I was just, like, snot crying every time.
Just hurting.
But at the same time, I was so excited to, like, spend time with my other family, with my mom. So, and leaving her was always bad, too. So it was like, dang, saying goodbye on one side and going back, saying goodbye to the other side. It was just a mess. But, yeah, I think it's about, like, 50-50 the same right now, like, saying goodbye to family.
It's hard. Those are the best peoples. Where is it easy to say goodbye? Like, I mean, people be like, forget that job. I don't love that job. But I still have trouble even leaving a job because it's like a stability thing and I'm comfortable. I finally got my footing, blah, blah, blah. So is there any place where it is easy to say goodbye, do you think, or really not so much?
All of me wants to say in situations where you're not treated fairly, but even in then, sometimes, like, you have compassion for the people, or like honestly, I would say that it's easy for me to just cut and dry out of any situation, because what did Drake say? If I ever loved you, I'll always love you. That's how I was raised. And that, even though, you know, there's controversy about that man, but that bar,
no, if it's true, it's true.
That I always remember, because it's never easy to just cut and dry and leave. But I don't think I have a situation where I think it's easy, because even work, I don't want to be there, but I mean, I like it. It's
not easy. Yeah, literally.
No, I feel the same. Yeah.
It's hard. Okay, last little starter. What do you think is worse, an abrupt goodbye or a slow fade?
Abrupt goodbye. Only because of the lack of closure, depending on how the situation is.
I'm so glad you said that. Hold that thought. Geraldine, what you think?
I'm Switzerland on the matter. It could be
it's
both.
Tough. Yeah, because a slow fade kills me.
I'm
like, I know it's dying.
Yeah.
Great.
And it's just like someone who I want to water that plant.
Yeah. And then guess what? Overwatering still kills a plant. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah. And I think abrupt too sucks because of the closure.
Yeah, it's like, dang.
But,
next question. Do you believe in closure? You already answered, but let's get into it. Or is it something we create for ourselves? Let me go before them. I don't think closure is real.
Stop it.
I don't think it's real. I think it's because it's a personal thing. I don't know. Like, and obviously when I think of closure, I'm not thinking about actually, maybe I'm about to be split.
I was about to ask you
what's the context? Yeah. Well, it's more so the context. So when I think of relationship closure, I'm like, child, y'all just want to kiss again. Like, be for real. Y'all ain't trying to close no book. Y'all just want to kiss some lips. Like, be for real. But then my brain started frontal lobing. And I'm like, oh, if it's like a family beef or something. Yeah. And then y'all finally get to speak on it. You know what? That is, maybe closure is real. Well.
Not you convinced yourself.
Dang it.
That was a monologue, bro.
What y'all think? So, yeah, closures, what you think about closure?
100% is real.
Yeah.
Real. Sometimes it's necessary. I think a lot of times
I think it's always necessary.
Always?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm a type of person, like, okay, it's bad, and I guess it's good. No, it's bad. I need an explanation for certain things. You know what I mean? So I'm like, tell me why this happened, or like, why am I leaving this job, or no, why am I getting fired, or why?
Okay.
Sorry. Why am I getting fired? Why is this relationship going bad? Like, why? Like, I need like that closure so I could be at peace with this situation.
Yeah.
If something just ends and I don't get that closure, like, I'm be upset.
You know? That's fair.
For me, I say 100% closure is real and it's always necessary is because I don't think closure always even has to happen with the person that you want closure with.
Okay, now you spitting, because I'm like
cooking, like
now you're cooking, because I'm like, you don't have to go back to these people that hurt you. Like, that's weird to me. I don't know, but go ahead.
That
sorry.
I also think about it like that's what the word says. It's like, you know, reconciliation is not mandatory, but like forgiveness. So I think forgiveness and closure go hand in hand, because in yourself you can reconcile, okay, like this relationship didn't go, where like it happens a lot in family. Like people carry so much hate, so much resentment, so much like negative feelings towards family members, or like people with church hurt, all kinds of different situations, even like old friendships that just didn't end the way that you wanted to. I think it's always important to sit down and think about it and reflect, like, how did this happen? Why did this happen? How did I contribute to the situation? What did they do negatively towards me? And then so you can sit here, reconcile, make peace with it, and then not carry that on into your next relationships. So I do think closure is always necessary, but it doesn't always have to be like a dialogue. It can be like a monologue.
You ate that. Okay, because I'm thinking that closure is always at least 2 or more. And I'm like,
because sometimes, especially with narcissistic people, that's an opportunity for them to swindle you.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, it's a waste of time sometimes. That's what I be saying. I'm gonna save my breath. But okay, you just put me on to what closure could actually
That's
be.
just my definition of
no, but I like
how
that. Because when I think of closure, I guess I use the umbrella term of healing, like healing yourself or whatever. But I like that better because it's more specific and it's more like focused on the issue. That's good.
I do think that some people use it because they want to go back and kiss on
and kiss at the wrong time. Don't aggravate me. Boo.
Okay, so have you, either of you, ever ghosted someone, or have you been ghosted? Friendship or relationship?
Yeah.
I've ghosted.
Why?
I don't like hurting people's feelings.
Do you think ghosting doesn't hurt?
You ate, because that was my follow-up question.
This is you're being interviewed now. Because what's going on?
This is an intervention.
Yeah.
I don't ghost no more. I ain't got no.
I mean,
but Cindy, why don't you ghost anymore?
Right.
Because I've grown. Sorry, I'm speaking to the camera.
Okay.
But yeah, like if it's a situation where I'm like, if I speak about this, I feel like it's not gonna go well. So I'm gonna just like, let go of the situation, and that would be me ghosting it rather than just like talking it out. It's bad. It's immature.
But we're listening and we're literally not judging.
Okay. No, for real, because baby, I don't know the context. Yeah, you never know what the reason is. But like you being like thinking that ghosting, you didn't say that you don't think ghosting hurts, but you're saying you don't want to hurt their feelings.
Yeah,
ghosting hurts people too. So I'm like, that's fair, because sometimes you can't care. Yeah, that's fair too. Shoot.
Shoulder shrug for the audio listeners is crazy.
LOL.
I love it though.
That's okay.
What about wait? Have you been ghosted?
Have I been? Okay, yeah.
Okay.
How did that make you feel?
I'm like, dang, what happened?
Right, what happened? But then you have to give yourself the closure. Now I'm with Geraldine's thinking. This is good. It's
good. It's so full circle. I don't like it.
I can see her
They
actively
got her.
getting a closure.
They got her.
Have you ghosted, or have you ever ghosted anybody?
I don't think
I asked the same question, but you know what?
No, I know what you mean. I don't. Let me think. Oh, I kind of was friendship ghosted, but then she like came back.
Okay.
But like
don't come back.
She definitely ghosted me, and I was just like, what happened? Like that was the friend that, like, remember the friendship breakups thing? It was that, but then like we had closure, like two people closure, and it was like, I always love you. It's just a different relationship. We can still try whatever. And I'm sending verses. I'm checking in, whatever. They're on red, and I'm seeing like posting or whatever. Which don't be monitoring spirit, but I'm just saying, if I see you posting, but you can't text me back, and I'm checking on you, I think I was ghosted. But then something happened. I helped somebody that she knew something, and then she texted me. So I'm like, I guess I was unghosted, but it still hurt my feelings. So ghosting don't feel too good, but also do what you got to do, because I know that life is hard. If talking to me, it disrupts your healing, your peace, it reminds you of something, hey man, do what you got to do. Depending on how deep we are or whatever, obviously it'll hurt worse, but I truly understand that life is hard. You gotta do what you gotta do. Life is hard. Maybe it's long sometimes, but sometimes it's short. Like, depending on the perspective. So do what you gotta do for your peace. For me, ghosting people, I more so block. like a block exes type of thing. Is that ghost? I think it's technically ghosting if they're still trying to reach out to you.
But they can't. Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't know if that is. It's a little different. It's not like we were in the talking phase and then I just. Oh, I did that before. Back in the day.
My favorite thing about this is that everyone's remembering.
Yeah, it was back in the day. No, because they said one thing I didn't like. I said, and then I just stopped responding. But we still had each other on social media, so it's like if they posted a good song, I still like it. But we ain't talking like that. Yeah, I've ghosted. I'm not proud, but I'm also not ashamed because I'm just like, hey, I had nothing to say.
Yeah.
I had nothing to say to him, but
that's also real.
I don't know.
I have ghosted, and the thing is like I'm mad because I used to be like, oh, I don't believe in ghost culture.
I remember that
this society of people just like fears communication, and sometimes we just need to be direct and say what's on our mind.
Ew,
that was literally me. But I think the two situations I've ghosted, both were completely necessary. So I feel like. To what you're saying for your piece, I'm really big on communication. I am confrontational, but not like in a beef way. It's like I like to talk about things just because, again, I do think that communication is good.
It is.
But the one situation where I absolutely had to ghost, where it's like multiple conversations were had where I was like, hey, maybe like this is not, we don't want the same things.
Yeah.
So, and what I want, what you want's not the same at all. So maybe we should just stop. And then they're like, oh no, but like maybe let's try for friendship. And I was like, okay, but then the friendship was also exhausting. And then I was like, I can't. And then in the end, this person was very like persuasive, and I knew in my heart I was huckster. In my heart I knew I was like, if I continue to talk to you, I'm gonna continue to be in this cycle where I feel so I have to just cut communication, because if we talk, you're gonna convince me. Yeah. So it needed to just get cut and dry. So for that purpose, I think it was necessary. Do I feel good about it? No, but I knew it was for my peace. Yeah. Second person I ghosted, similar. Like if you did something dog and ridiculous, I will just remove myself from the situation, because the actions definitely do speak louder than words.
Sorry, brother.
100%. So, yeah, sometimes I can understand why people do it, but is it like a default setting that I think it's always a thing that people should do? No.
Right.
I've been ghosted. I think yeah too. But I try not to take it personally either, because I'm like, you ate it.
Like, clocked my tea.
Like, you actually ate and you couldn't be bothered. That just brought me a question. How do you guys feel about that no contact thing? Like, I saw a post on TikTok and some guy was like, I hope there's not a girl out there who thinks we in no contact. Like, girl, I moved on.
I was going to say, he probably having the most peaceful day of his life.
And she's over there like, I'm going to 16 more days before we can talk.
Heck no.
6. So how do you feel? He
probably is having a peaceful day.
So what about like people who go no contact? Like, I'm not gonna.
What do you mean by no contact? Like, just like mad?
Like you're mad,
like and they're not talking to me?
So it's like, I guess it's like I think this is like the today age version of ghosting. It's like, I'm not gonna it's just no contact.
What are these kids doing?
I
don't get it.
It's supposed to be like a boundary setting thing. Like usually it's like, oh, this person isn't good for me. Like, oh, they usually say no contact with my ex. Sometimes they celebrate like it's been a year, but sometimes they're like, it's only been 10 days and I already broke it.
But what do you mean a year no contact?
That's what I'm saying. You're just not talking no more. But they just put fancy names on stuff.
I've seen it on like Reddit and stuff where they go no contact with like family members because they hella toxic. But
so is that I guess my question is, what is the equivalent to that in ghosting? Is that the same thing?
I don't think they're the same.
I think no contact is like creating a boundary. Like
it's a boundary.
Know, like, hey, I'm not gonna speak with you.
So it's not ghosting because there's a communication. Like you're telling somebody that you're no longer.
I would say so.
I don't know if they say it first. I actually don't know. Guys, tell us in the comments. No, but actually, for real.
We're like, none of us
no, but we don't do like since we don't do no contact. But from TikTok, what I've seen and collected is no contact. It kind of is ghosting first, but then it's intentionally not talking to them for a period of time or indefinitely because they've tried you. Like a lot of times it's saying no contact with my ex, because you know people talk to their exes, they're cool, but they're like, I'm not doing this game no more, whatever. So
so I guess what I did in the first instance was a no contact.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay, but let us know. Confirm.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, Chabu, we don't know.
Yeah,
but
we don't know what we talking about.
Could be wrong.
We're not professionals.
Yeah. We're not professionals.
We don't know.
Crazy. So I guess on that tip is like, how do you navigate like breakups? Now we're talking romantic relationship breakups. Right. Are you like a?
How do you navigate it? What do you mean?
Like,
No, how do you run it? So after you break up, it's all right, I'll see you when I see you, and then y'all still call each other for advice, whatever. You know, I don't play that. But no. Listen, you know that's how they do.
Yeah.
You know that's how they do it.
Oh,
You know I don't play like that.
And like it's Christmas, and I've been thinking.
I'm thinking
you.
about getting my mom a gift.
I don't play like that. I don't play like that. Look me in my eyes. I don't play like that. You know what?
One more time.
I don't play like that. So at first, when I was whatever. I'm like, I guess we could be cordial, whatever. Then heifers didn't know what cordial meant. So it had to become ghost culture, no contact, don't talk to me, you're blocked. So, and that's vice versa, because I just feel like this generation is lawless, to say the very least. Y'all want to be friends with y'all exes whole time, you just want to.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We didn't expect it to go this far. She's a little passionate.
She got in somebody's neck. She absolutely got in somebody's business just now. Hey, yo, brother, sister, I'm holding your hand. No offense, but always truth. She said I said what I said.
So, navigating relationships.
What about you? How are you navigating breakups?
Okay. One example. Sorry. One example. Like, my first ex, we used to just be like, all right, we break up. Hit each other back up. Like, it was a constant cycle. And it took about
toxic too.
Dang, how long did that take?
You broke up
it
6
took
months ago.
No, it took 3-4 years where we were just back and
God
forth.
forbid.
It's my problem with the exes.
No.
My ex cool. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean y'all cool?
Yeah.
What does that even look like?
Oh Lord.
So it was just like it was terrible. It was terrible because I just I feel like I lost a good chunk of my youth just going back and forth with that.
No, you feel like you did.
It was a mess.
That's real though, because that's a lot of people's
right. So it's break up, let it be, don't talk to them. Please don't be friends with your ex. That's not a thing.
Let me stop. Let me stop. Because
that's not a thing.
Thank
friends. You could be cool. You could be
cordial, cool, respectful, kind.
Cordial,
all the good words.
A good human.
A good basic human.
Act like if they post a birthday picture, just be like HBD.
You don't even get the full.
That's funny.
Not all
HBD. She said, "Don't even spell it out."
No.
Have some decorum.
Have some decorum is true.
Because some people they just gonna be like, "Oh my gosh,
Take
he
arm,
said happy birthday to me. They must still want me."
Yeah.
Because I used to be like that. I used to be delusional. So,
hey,
don't be like me.
No, that's so funny. Hey, this is
so that's why I'm just
you're my worst nightmare.
Nah,
you are my worst nightmare. Oh, that's why I be like, hey,
you gotta cut
watch
it,
what
cut
you
it,
be
cut
sending
it,
people,
because
people's brain.
They go. People mean.
But I was
you was a youngin. You was young. You was young.
22-year-old me.
22.
For me.
Sorry.
Wait, what was the question? I forgot the question. We just
how do you navigate breakups? I feel like Geraldine gonna be like, yo, we be kissing and hanging out, and then move on.
No. So my very first relationship, it wasn't no 5 years from, but I could relate to what you're saying because it's we had broke up.
She's like, sorry, sis.
Wait,
you need help.
Why did she do that? It wasn't 5 years.
But
I'm not like
that
you.
was a therapy tap. Seek help.
No, but to that point, it was we had broken up, and then it was around a holiday. We still did the Christmas together. We still did the New Year's together.
It was like, damn, my boy.
It was not healthy because it just wasn't, and it took getting over that real hard. It was difficult to get over that.
Mm-hmm. Them goodbyes is hard.
It was really hard. So it was dragged on too for a very long time. That wasn't easy, but we ball.
We ball.
After that, I think I got real menacing. It was just
that dog came alive.
I was gonna bark.
I know you was. That's why I braced myself. I said, "Oh shoot, it's getting serious. It's getting so serious." I got.
What's going on in this episode? What? Cut the camera.
No, I got scared. I had to brace myself.
Hey, yo, what?
I had to brace. What was she snarled? She was this close to letting it out.
Oh God. Oh my goodness.
Anyways.
Sorry, listeners.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Oh,
After
wow.
that, it was really just flipping pages. Like I think I was really good at once something happened. I was just like, okay, we can't.
One
do this
strike.
anymore. Yeah. No, I wouldn't even say one strike because
Three?
Conversations.
Like, we were like me.
So it's like, baby, now she held that one in. She was like, you were
Shade.
the therapy test.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah.
Watch this.
Nah, chill.
That's funny.
I'm sick to
No, you have more boundaries.
Yeah, no, because it was like we would talk about things, and it's like if conversations happen and we weren't seeing eye to eye, then there would be like a final conversation. So I think that's okay.
It is okay.
Dang, that was funny.
No, y'all are sick. I'm scared of y'all. I am scared of y'all.
Goodness.
Okay, last two questions. This one we'll do fast, then the last one will be deep. Do you believe some people come into our lives just for a season? And obviously, we all know the answer is yes. But can you usually tell who? Like, do you have that? Was it discernment, intuition, or is it like when your mama be like, "That's not your real friend"? Like, how do you tell who?
It's
or
like
you
season
don't?
versus. Is it like season or reason? Like, what do you mean by that?
Man, I don't know.
Okay, I think yeah.
Like, people are definitely in your life for a season, but can you ever tell in advance? Because I can't. I'd be shocked.
Because if I could tell in advance, like,
Yeah, you gotta
only
go.
for a season, like, I'm not gonna.
You gotta go. That's real. I could never.
Can you
No.
tell?
But I
don't
feel
know
like
how
moms
moms
can
do it.
tell.
Yeah,
That's why I'm like,
scary.
we need to earn that gift.
Yeah, I want to go do that for my kids. Like, that's not your little friend. Because how many times, like, I can count every single friend my mom told me that was not my friend growing up. For sure.
She was correct in
She
advance.
was correct in advance, 100%.
You be like, no, they're just da.
And you defend them
To
bad.
the death.
To I know them.
And now you got to swallow your pride going to your mom. Oh, yeah, we're not cool no more.
Like, huh?
And then she'll be like, mm-hmm.
Dang. Well, moms, thank you.
Shout out to the mothers.
Right. All right.
And forgive us all for being stubborn.
For being doodly
literally
doos.
do not listen. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Have y'all ever said goodbye to a version of yourself? And what was that like?
The delusional me, I had to say goodbye to her.
What was delusional?
The whole 3-4 years thing, that's, come on.
I'm proud of you.
That's insane. You met me during that time. Y'all met me during that time.
Yeah.
You know
But you
how
didn't
it
seem
was.
delulu
Yeah.
to
You
me.
really didn't.
You just seem passionate. But I am delusional. So that don't actually take my advice. But at the same time, you were passionate and you had so much love in your heart and you wanted to share it. Like, I don't fully think you're just a crazy girl.
I don't think either of you are delusional, but to your point, I feel like that was your first love. That's not this. Was it your first love?
Yeah.
Because she was not in slow.
She was not in slow. I was like, was it or what? I thought it was. Your first love is always the hardest to get over because it's so new and like you experience a lot of first things with your first love. So yeah, like you might have thought that was gonna be your end up. Thank God it wasn't.
Yeah. But once I let that go, it's like my whole life just got better.
Wow.
It really did.
That's
Yeah.
a testimony.
Amen.
That's literally a testimony.
Hey.
Have you had to say goodbye to a version of yourself that?
Oh, for sure. But I feel like plenty, many
Yeah.
times over. Sometimes it's hard. Like, I'll say goodbye to it, but I'll still let it haunt me. So I have to, like you be saying, shame the devil, tell the truth, shame the devil. But it's also trying, like, with this whole podcast subject of like simple tense, past, present, future. Even if I don't want to be like her, I still have to love her because she was doing the best she knew how. She was trying. She was messy at times, but hey, she was learning.
The you of today can hug her now.
Yes, that's the goal because she definitely needs comfort. She definitely needs guidance. She definitely needs support. But and just showing up because somebody is that version that I used to be. So just showing them love and showing them like you're not too messed up. It'll be okay. But I guess examples of the versions, it could be just obviously worldly, but I still have worldly ways that I would have to rebuke and get out of me. But like worldly in terms of just treating my body like it's a joke. Like, what? I didn't even think that would be me ever because my mom was always very tight on like boys are crazy, blah blah blah, da da da. So that season it was weird and it wasn't too wild. Like when I tell people about it, they'd be like, "Oh, that's nothing," but like to me it was something.
Yeah.
So it's like
It wasn't you.
it wasn't me.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, So that version, bye sister, but I love you. So yeah.
For me, have I had to say bye to a version of myself? Yes,
Mhm.
similar to you, multiple
Yeah.
versions of myself. And I think like even moving forward there's going to be versions of me that I'm going to continue to have to let go.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful. I'm super grateful for every single version of the girl that I've been to. And it's like I think the closer that I get to Christ, I think the less I look like the person that I identified with for so long.
Wow.
And then on top of that, I think there was a lot of hurt that I carried and a lot of not even just hurt, but even just interactions that I had with a whole bunch of people that I think helped me believe and root myself in the identity that I had. I had to let those go, as well as like as I let go of people. I don't know if I'm saying is making any kind of sense. But more of the story is just I think inevitably I've been dying to myself for a really long time, and I'm grateful. It's been hard. It's sucked, but I hope I get to do it for the rest of my life.
Amen.
We're like always gonna grow. We're always gonna change, and it should
Never be the same. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. I love it.
So sweet.
Okay, guys. So, what's your simply put for goodbyes, or are you good at goodbyes?
Simply put, it's all right to want closure sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that closure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Geraldine type of closure though. I like her.
The clean one.
I think for me, it's although everybody deserves closure, like we just established, it's like your closure within yourself. Either have a conversation, but there might be a situation where somebody doesn't want to talk to you, and you did something to them, and it's like you're not owed that. You can't wrong somebody and also expect them to sit down and have a conversation with you. If they're not ready, that's a L you just might have to take.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's important to sit with yourself and have reconciliation within yourself, so that someone else's response to the forgiveness that you gave yourself doesn't affect you.
That's really good. That's really, really good. That was your keeping it real?
That was it.
That was your keeping it real, or simply put? I think you just kept it real.
That was my simply put, but
Oh, you kept it real, big dog. Okay, I don't have a simply put for goodbyes, but hey, man, just take a deep breath and do it. I don't know. Yeah.
So if we're gonna keep it real now, what's your keeping it real? How are you keeping it real about goodbyes?
I don't have one for that either because I don't know. Just I don't know. I like that quote that's like how beautiful it is that it's so hard to say bye. Like,
oh, that's cute.
You know that quote? I don't know the quote word by word, but
Really
I think it is too. Like, it's so nice that it's so hard to say goodbye, even though it sucks. I guess when it's a beautiful thing, beautiful whatever, but I don't know.
I would say don't be afraid to say goodbye to a situation that no longer benefits you.
Mm-hmm.
No explanation.
I think that's oh, okay.
Oh, no. Sorry.
I think that's real because sometimes we invest so much in something and we're like, I got to get my money back at it. And that's why people stay in situations and seasons, because it's like, I put so much effort into this, so why not? But that's hard though. That's not easy to say. Very, very difficult to do. That's so real. For me, what was mine? For me, goodbyes are a privilege. Like, I know that's counterproductive to what I just said. We're not owed it. But I think being able to say goodbye to somebody is honestly a privilege that we should not take for granted. Because you literally never know when's the last time you're going to speak to somebody. So, yeah, that's it.
Period. What's the music or movie or whatever?
I gotta take it back to like what, 2007? 2000? No.
Take it back.
2006. Say Goodbye by Chris Brown.
LOL.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
It's in my brain now.
It's never a right time.
That's a good one. I love that one. I put Sam Smith, Way Too Good at Goodbyes. That's a good song.
Yeah.
I'm not, but I think the song was about them being sad that they are good at them because they're so used to it. That's deep.
For me, it is Drake, Jaded.
That's a good song.
That's a song. That is a song. And then I have a second one. It's Drifting by Kamari.
I like their music.
Yeah. Kamari is he reminds me of Frank so bad, and I miss Frank so bad. But yeah. Those are the ones. So what's your voice believing for? I looked at her. She was about to start laughing again. What's up for her?
Oh, she's just addicted to that. Peace for goodbyes. Wait, what was I saying? Peace. I don't know what I wrote down here, but because it's not a coherent sentence.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm getting confused with myself, but many goodbyes are inevitable, so just trying to have peace with them. Again, another easier said than done thing. But yeah.
For me, it's just to know when it is the time to say goodbye and when something is worth a conversation. Because I feel like in a lot of situations, I've maybe had too many conversations when I really just needed to peace out. So I guess discernment is the thing that I'm looking for.
I was going to say recognizing when to say goodbye. Like just knowing like, all right, this is it. I'm not going to attach myself to it no longer. Bye.
Bye.
You need to cut it.
That was my song.
Well, this has been our episode on saying goodbye. But before we say goodbye to you, we have another question to ask you. Go ahead and leave us a comment down below. Let us know if it's about a situation where it's been hard for you to say goodbye or easy for you to say goodbye. Secondly, send this to your aunt, send this to your cousin, to your uncles, everybody, your besties. Let them know to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And we will be back next week with another episode. See you guys.
Bye. For now.